think it comes down to you pushing your own self into what you're going to do. Like I've finally hit over 930 subscribers. It's taken a while. I've been doing this now for like 4 or 6 months. Stacking the content and just really trying to find people that I can have relate into my content, but then also enjoy the content. So like it's really been fast, but I've had to learn just as well. So like in this whole process, I'm not claiming that I've got the whole knock on everything, but I do know that with social media, it's more possible to get things done. I talk to people all the time, and they're talking to me about like social media, and really, honestly, it's if there wasn't social media, I think it would be pretty hard to connect with other people. You think about it, back in the day, we connected with people within like mailing, like we would send a mail, and then like 3 or 4 or 5 days later, we'd get a piece of mail back, then we'd have to mail it back again. Like even if you look into like the penitentiary systems right now, I know like some penitentiaries are starting like phone calls, like you can have a phone call and you can see each other visual like this. But even then, if you're talking about visits, you can only have visits so many times a day. You can only do so many certain things. You can send letters, you know what I mean? But it's still for your time, you know what I mean? Your time, you still have to spend that time to go there and get it done. Versus social media, it's like right here, right now. If I want to get a hold of somebody, all I got to really do is get to Twitter right here, right now. But you know what? Really, the thing that pisses me off, what makes me really mad, is when you get on Twitter and you respond to somebody and they don't respond back. Like, what do you mean you have a Twitter, but you don't use it? You don't respond back? What's up? What's up? I really don't understand the point of that. If you can find a point, leave that in below. I just help me with that because I don't understand it. If people are saying, I would like to connect, I want to collab on a video, I want to work with somebody doing this, and you have all social media sites. You don't want to use Facebook, though. I don't get that. Like, some people will be like, I have a Twitter, I have a WordPress, I don't have a Facebook. What? 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 Like, what? Why don't you have a Facebook? Like if you have a Facebook and you're trying to do your music and you have a SoundCloud, why don't you have a Twitter? What sense does that make? Like, I just don't get it. Like, if you don't have the social media sites and you're looking to connect with people and you don't have these things, how are you going to be upset if you can't connect with people? But then on top of that, is if somebody responds to you and writes you a message, you don't even write them back. And then if you do write them back, it's like 3 days later, we done forgot about the conversation. Nobody even knows what we're doing. Yes, you hit me up 4 days ago and you asked me if I could. No, dude, I don't even remember you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, because really, I'm already on to the next thing. I'm on and moving. So like even then on that, here's another thing that aggravates me is when I see people that are like bigger, influential, or like people that have more information than me, people that could share their content with me so that I can share it with other people, like the viewers that are on my channel and stuff. I hate it when they'll say, you'll read on one of their posts on their Instagram or something, they'll be like, giving back to the community or caring for the youth or caring for wanting to give other people information. And here's my thing: is if that's the case, why is it that there's so many people that are reaching out to you that you don't even respond to? Like, what sense does that make? I really don't get it. Like, I can't understand that. Like, connection is the big thing, and a lot of people are starting to understand that connection is the big thing. But that is someone's trying to connect to you, and you're like a step up. Not really, you know what I'm saying? Like you're further on in your entrepreneurship or your study, or even if your brain's more advanced than the others. And someone comes to you, asks for help, and you're like, hey, yeah, I'll help you. You can buy into my program. Look, I didn't ask if I could buy into your program. I don't want to be part of your program. What I want to do is ask you some questions. You know what I mean? Like, I know time's not free, but if you're on Twitter and you're tweeting pointless, senseless things about who's winning on a sports game or who's doing this or you just seen something crazy in the middle. You got time to do that, but you don't got time to talk knowledge. Then what's the point? Like, stop lying to people and stop lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is the biggest thing. It's like, don't do that. Like, it doesn't help anyone. It makes everything more complicated.